Hello, YouTube. It is I, Ludmila. It's been a bit since it's been like a day. I say a bit, but it's really only been like maybe 2 days, a day since I last uploaded a long form video. I wanted to record this because there's been an update and I feel like it's important to talk about whenever I get like big updates and things that I need to talk to my YouTube audience about, especially if it is going to affect how I'm going to be doing my content, and this will be affecting how I'll be doing my content. So I wanted to more or less give you guys an idea as to what's going on so you guys can just know things, you know? Isn't that great? As of time of recording, I have been a Twitch partner for over 24 hours. I started really pushing for you guys here on YouTube to pay attention to my Twitch in like December, on advice of somebody that I was working with. I thought that it just kind of made sense to utilize the audience and core group of people that were here, because there's a lot more of you guys than there's ever been on my Twitch. So I thought that in order to get partner, what was necessary was to basically recruit YouTube viewers to watch what I was doing. And you know, I think it works. I mean, I hit partner in like 3-4 months since I started doing that. I know that there have been a section of you guys that have been kind of irritated by all of this. And I understand why. I mean, I suddenly just started like promoting something that like I'm sure you've seen many other ASMR creators do, promote their Twitch, promote their other platforms, Patreon, whatever else it may be. I'm sure you've experienced watching people do all of that before, but I am more of a Twitch person than I am a YouTube person, believe it or not. And so getting Twitch partner was something that meant a lot to me. There were multiple times just because of like lack of growth on Twitch that I just considered quitting content altogether, because I was growing on my YouTube channel, but it was never like insane. It was always, well, my first ever Yandere ASMR video had like a really big moment where it blew up and I was like, wow. I would consider that to be my big blow up moment on YouTube, and I have videos that ever here and there that do really well, and I always get praise for all of those uploads. But as it stands, I've always been somebody who enjoys Twitch streaming more than just like base YouTube uploading. I've gotten into the vibe of doing YouTube uploads. I've been doing it consistently for what, like 2 to 3 years now. And so I've kind of had to adapt. But all things considered, I don't think that it was gonna happen, like Twitch partner, if I hadn't stepped up and started utilizing my YouTube platform. I would not have done it, at least not in the rate that I have, and I super duper appreciate everyone who has come out to show support on the Twitch. I don't normally make ASMR content outside of my YouTube channel. I view ASMR and stuff like that as voice acting, and I kind of treat it as such. So I a lot of the time will just do that, but I won't do that on any other platform. I've never had a Patreon for my ASMR, and I probably never will have a Patreon for my ASMR, to be quite honest with you. I'm just not a fan of Patreon in general. It's nothing against Patreon directly, although kind of. It's complicated. I'm just not a fan of Patreon. But I did want to talk about this because I've talked about it on my Twitch. And not all of you watch my Twitch. Some of you are vehemently against the idea of watching my Twitch, which I think is kind of goofy, not gonna lie. But around August, I'm going to say. I'm giving you guys a rough timeline because I can't give you guys a direct timeline because, you know, things happen. Around August, I will be reopening YouTube memberships. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, Mila, you are already, like, you said before you don't like paywalling content. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. But there are certain things that I want to do that the YouTube algorithm will not allow me to do simply unless I get punished. I made a community post not too long ago about how I don't make NSFW content, and that's obviously not going to be changing. But I wanted to make shorter audios, stuff usually below 8 minutes. And the thing is that the YouTube algorithm does not like videos that are lower than 8 minutes. So a lot of the time, I'll be recording it. I'd want to record a shorter audio for the day because I just don't have a ton of energy, but I still have to get at least 8 minutes out of it, and that's inherently kind of goofy to me. So, I want to use my YouTube membership rewards as a way for you guys to maybe like once, maybe twice a week, get a shorter audio that's less than 8 minutes. Just because, you know, I find really good scripts out there, or I get a really good idea, but I think it only works for a shorter form kind of thing, and I'll upload it to there. Because I truly don't know what else to do about solving that problem. I could do, like, shorts, but, like, sometimes you want, like, a 5-minute thing, and shorts only go up to 3 minutes, I believe. So, all things considered, like, this is my only real way of trying to rectify that problem. And, it won't be the only thing that will be on memberships come August. I plan to record all of my audios for the week, so, like, you know, the 5 or 6 audios I upload a week, because I'm insane, to be there early. So, you'll have 5-6 audios, like 8 minutes or longer, already there that you can watch before everybody else. I'm still going to make all of that stuff eventually free for everyone to see. I'm not, like, I am vehemently not a fan of, like, doing the paywalling of, like, the core of my content. And the core of my content is the stuff that's 8 minutes or more. So, at least for a bit, I'm going to be basically figuring out and training myself on how to best approach uploading and figuring out all the setup I need for this specifically. This won't be happening till at earliest August, so you won't need to worry about you know, shelling out the $5 a month until then. But even then, you still will get the core of my content relatively early. Like, I'm not going to, you'll get the core of my content at some point. I'm not paywalling absolutely everything. I know that there are people who paywall a lot of their stuff, and that will never be a thing I will do. I have had people tell me, well, inevitably you'll just have to paywall things, and I mean, to a certain point, yeah, But when it comes to, like I said, the 8 minutes or less, or 7 minutes or less, I guess in my case, audios, I'm gonna need to paywall it because YouTube's algorithm won't want me uploading that stuff. So I'm trying to find a creative way to do that kind of thing, and so you guys can also enjoy it at the same time. I also wanted to talk a little bit about some behavior I've seen in the comment section. There was somebody who was like celebrating me getting partner in a way that was not really beneficial to anyone, to be quite honest with you. It was like, oh my gosh, you're finally gonna get rid of that start at the beginning of, like, the thing at the beginning of your videos. No, I'm literally just going to be re-recording it. If you think that I am going to be getting rid of that, nah, you're funny. That's really funny. You think that I'm getting rid of the hate? Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and follow my Twitch. You are insane. I have to re-record it because I hit partner. That is simply it. That's why I took yesterday off. Well, 1, to celebrate, and 2, because I needed to, like, figure out what I was going to say. And literally after I'm done recording this video, I'm going to be recording the new call-in response. So that won't be going away. So to the person who is celebrating that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not the only ASMR creator who does that. You're just gonna have to deal with it, and I think it's a little crazy that you're celebrating my partnership in such, like, a weird way. But you know, you do you. I'm not a fan of that, but, like, all that will do is lead to not being able to watch my stuff if you keep being stinky. So as it stands, my new big goal is to get Partner Plus on Twitch, which means I need more people to come out and shill their subscribers. I need you guys to come over and, like I'm shilling. I need you guys to give me my money on Twitch. It's super weird to say that out loud because I'm not somebody who, like, begs for money like that. But Partner Plus is fully based off of not YouTube, Twitch subscribers. So I'm opening up my channel right now, and for Partner Plus, I need around 100 people for the first one. Tier 1s are 1 point, tier 2s are 2 points, and tier 3s are 6 points. So if I were to get a bunch of tier 3 subs, I would be probably able to get it. It's not something that is gonna take as long as Twitch Partner, because it's purely based off of just the amount of actual, like, subscribers you got, not like gift subscribers. It's actual people who are subscribing every month. So it's not as, I guess, stressful, but it's still stressful to a certain extent. I know what some of you were thinking. Mila, you just hit Twitch Partner. Girl, take a break. And I am going to be taking a break. Twitch is a little bit more forgiving in regards to their algorithm and taking breaks than YouTube is. People always ask me, like, or tell me, Mila, you're always doing things. Like, I don't know how you do it. And, to be quite frank with you, if I were to stop, YouTube would hate me. It's really not as simple as, like, oh, it's fine, I can take a break. And I feel like that's something that people need to realize, is that, like, a lot of the time for your favorite creators, taking a break is something that they can't do because that is what the algorithm wants. It doesn't want you to take a break. It wants you to keep giving it food, so to speak. It wants you to keep feeding it. It wants you to keep doing all of those things. And if I stop, well, then I'm cooked. my views are gonna plummet and people won't be able to see my stuff and I'll stop growing. It's a whole mess of mess. So I will be taking a few steps back in terms of how long I'll be streaming and maybe the amount of weeks or the amount of days a week I'll be streaming, like here and there. But like the content isn't slowing down. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing these things, and I'm looking forward to August because it will give you guys more ways to support me, not just watching my stuff. I know some of you have asked about YouTube memberships, and now you have your answer. There will be special stuff on there, and it's going to be fun to record because I always want to record the shorter stuff. YouTube hates me. So yeah. Thank you again so much to everyone who has played a part in helping me get partner. Everyone who has, financially supported me during a lot of what's been going on, and I appreciate you guys immensely. It's not easy being a content creator a lot of the time, but it's fun and it's rewarding a lot of the time. So I want to keep doing this for as long as I feel like I can. But I can't do that unless I have a easier means to get income. And in this case, it's YouTube memberships. So whenever I drop those YouTube memberships, shell out $5 a month and you'll get the good custom special stuff that you won't get. I'm also thinking that like every couple of months for my Twitch, if you are really wanting a specific idea, I had the idea of having the top gifter for the month be able to dictate an audio that I'll do for like the week or the month or something like that. Something that's above 8 minutes, so I can actually like do more audience engagement via that. I'm trying to do more stuff in the Discord. I'm trying to get things like wallpapers and other pieces of art that you guys can use and do things with. I'm getting a bunch of new emotes for my Twitch because partner gives me more emote slots, and I am genuinely really proud of how far I've come and how far we've come. I wouldn't have been able to do this without YouTube bros, and I know that sometimes I bitch about YouTube bros. Sometimes YouTube bros can suck, but 98% of the time YouTube bros are peak, and I appreciate you for sitting and listening to my audios. I know that my audio content's different from a lot of other ASMR creators. I'm not gonna get up into my microphone and go I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to, act, because that's what I want to do. I want to act. I'm an actor. Before I started content creation, I was an actor, and I am going to continue to be an actor in just any way I think I can physically do. So, in this case, it's doing ASMR content, and I truly love creating it. So, I feel more driven to keep making content after the events of yesterday, and I'm hoping that you guys will continue to support me in what I do. One final thing, the 10th through the 11th, I will be having a 24-hour celebration stream for me hitting partner. I would super duper appreciate if you all would attend. I know that some of you don't want to, and I understand that some of you just don't like Twitch, but it would really mean a lot to me. You guys see how much I'm putting into everything that I do, and I'm doing it consistently, and I really appreciate even if you can't drop subs or any of that, like come in, say hi, drop a follow, and even leave afterwards if you feel like you don't want to actually sit and watch the stream. Follows and saying hi are free. Just takes like 5 minutes of your time, and it means the world to me. There will be some ads coming out in this upcoming week for the 24-hour streams, so pay attention to my shorts and you'll see them. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I'll see you guys in the next audio or video or whatever I do. I don't know.